Just knock on my earbud.
Hey, Snowy.
Snowy, you have a guest. Wow, you're all up in my stuff.
Oh. Okay. So, Aubrey, I'll let you introduce us.
Oh, okay. You're just gonna put all the pressure on me now.
No, I'm kidding. Okay.
I'll be like, it's mac and cheese over here. I'm Aubrey Aub-Aub with a side of Aub.
Okay, today we have Aubrey. Wait, what did you say?
Aubrey Aub-Aub with a side of Aub.
I'm not even gonna.
Sounds like corn on the cob with a side of butter or something.
Okay, so my name is Mac and Cheese, and I'm with whatever she just said.
Darth Vader.
Darth Vader.
Yeah,
Okay,
Darth Vader's
sure.
with us today.
You wanna be. Anywho. Okay, so we're two friends. We're film enthusiasts who also like to dabble in other arts such as the yo-yo, or deciding whether or not Pepsi is better than Coke. I prefer Coke.
Okay, Pepsi's the best, and we're gonna get into that.
We're gonna get to that later. Okay, I will tell. I have a whole list of reasons why Coke is so much better. But anywho.
Oh my gosh.
So
none of these have to deal with film whatsoever, but
no, and other film stuff. Okay, we'll like as this show goes on, you'll understand us more. I love every kind of movie. I'm pretty fun and I love everything. Whereas Aubrey here hates everything.
Yeah, I'm like the devil of every good movie.
Yeah, she hasn't even seen Disney movies.
I've seen some, but yeah, a lot I haven't.
Yeah, she hasn't seen The Lion King.
Putting me on the spot like that, man.
But we'll get to that. She hasn't seen The Lion King, and I love Fast and Furious. We all have our flaws.
Yeah, true.
So, anywho, so it's quarantine time. You know, everyone's at home. Stay safe. Wash your hands. All that stuff. And so we were bored, and now we're doing this Zoom show.
Yeah.
I don't know how to explain this.
Nor do I. We just bullshit the whole thing. Welcome to the show.
Yes, that's how it is. We are completely unprepared. We essentially just got on call, figured Zoom out in half an hour. We are pros at it now, just so you know. Don't mean to brag.
Yeah.
And now we're just going along with it. We have no idea what today's topic or anything's really going to be about. So you know what? Aubrey, why don't you start?
Hey, okay, I just need to ask a question. What the hell are you going on with the yo-yo about? Like, we need to get into this ASAP.
Okay, so I thought we were gonna start talking about movies. Okay, so here's the thing, all right? Obviously, we're all quarantined. There's not a lot to do, right?
True.
So I was watching PewDiePie's video, and this dude is a yo-yo master. Okay.
Ooh. Okay.
And I was like, I need to get a yo-yo too, you know. So I went all the way to Walmart, which, by the way, is like 40 minutes away from where I am right now.
Right.
And I don't have a car, so I had to walk 40 minutes and 40 minutes back, and I got myself a yo-yo.
How much was your yo-yo?
It was like $3 or something.
Worth it.
Yeah, but see, the thing is, you might be asking, like, really, did you really go to Walmart for a yo-yo? No, Aubrey, I went to Walmart for 2 yo-yos.
Oh, snap. I did not expect that plot twist.
Yeah. Anywho, so now I've just been yo-yoing. I've become the yo-yo man. That's a new trademark I have, and I'm basically gonna, like, I don't know, I'm gonna learn how to yo-yo and become the world's yo-yo master.
Respect.
Thank you.
I really respect that.
Thank you.
I haven't watched like newer PewDiePie, but I've been rewatching old PewDiePie. Walking Dead, the game.
Of course.
Best
of course.
thing. Yes, the game is amazing.
Yeah, I love the game. I've never played it, I'll be honest.
No, neither have I.
but
I love it.
People play it. That's fun.
Yeah, I know. Exactly. I watch people play it. That's how you know we're pros at video games.
That's a good segue, actually, for
Mm-hmm.
our next topic, The Walking Dead.
Oh God. I did not mean to bring this up.
No, I mean, because you're a Walking Dead fan up to a certain season. I
Yeah.
recently
Thanks.
rewatched. I recently watched season 8 and 9.
What, really?
Yeah, so I'm like,
Ew.
no, listen. So
Okay.
first of all, what I realized about The Walking Dead, right, is that it's such a good show up until season 6. Like all of that, the whole show before Negan is amazing, right?
Okay, right.
And then the two Negan seasons happen, and that's when the show kind of just goes downhill, and that's when it's like, okay, it's not really, my cup of tea. So I'm
Right.
just like, like, okay, that's why people don't really want to watch it anymore. But then season 9, by the way, it's actually really good. Like, I would recommend you watch it. Like skip this Negan ones and just watch season 9.
Okay. I like what exactly is going on in season 9?
So basically, so this is a spoiler, obviously.
Okay,
And to
yeah.
anyone who
Spoilers, guys.
spoilers, special effects.
Spoiler, yeah, special effect. Spoilers.
Oh my god. Okay, well, so basically they had this whole war against Negan and they won, and now Negan's like their prisoner.
Okay.
By the way, I love Negan. Like I love the
Yeah, great character.
the whole story arc with Negan, not the best, but I love Negan on his own.
Okay.
There's one thing he said that well obviously the apocalypse is gonna break out soon, and I'm gonna say it to people whenever I'm like showing up like about to kill them and stuff, and I'm gonna use this one line that he said. I hope you brought your shitting pants today, cause you're about to shit in your pants.
Nice. It's actually not a terrible quote, and it's very Negan to say.
It is. I love the quote because it's so dumb. It's such a dumb quote, right? Because it's
Right,
like
right,
it's such a not well thought out quote.
right,
But when Negan says it, it's like it's perfect.
right. Yeah, like talk about like some like people in the writing room who are like, let's write something that just sounds like very all over the place, but have Negan say it, and then it'll be intimidating.
Exactly. I
Mm-hmm.
love Negan. But anywho, also,
Mm-hmm.
uh, what was his name? What's Norman Reedus' name? Daryl.
Daryl,
Yeah, I'm like, how did I forget
the hot one.
the best one? So Daryl, my favorite character, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so him after episode 6 of the ninth season
Okay.
is so good. Like his whole like character development and everything that's happening around him. Just like watch it. It's really good.
Yeah, I feel like once Negan came into the whole like picture, a lot of people said that they didn't like Daryl because stuff that happened in like I think it was like season 6, like the beginning of season 6. Like people are like, "Oh yeah, I don't like Daryl. Like he's just like so broken now," and
Yeah.
I don't know.
So he's kind of like he's basically back to being Daryl now, and I love
Okay,
it.
cool.
Exactly.
It only took him like 3 seasons.
Holy Shaw. I want to watch season 10 because I think Negan and Daryl are like teaming up now and stuff.
Oh wow, really?
I think so.
I think that would be an iconic duo.
Exactly.
Like Negan's pretty like I don't know, like I feel like he would just like be busting some heads and Daryl would be like, well, wait, we gotta be at least good people and listen to what like these survivors are saying. But yeah, but like we can kill him if we need to. Like, I don't know. Daryl would like be the like conscious Negan has never had.
No, actually, you know who do you know who Negan's best friend is now?
Who?
You're never gonna guess. It's
Watch it be like Michonne.
no, it's Judith.
Really?
Do you know who Judith is?
Yeah, the baby.
Yes. So she's
I don't
like
know if she's a baby anymore now, but
yeah, because there was a time jump, right? And now she's kind of
yeah.
older. And
Aww.
yeah, and it's really sweet like seeing that.
Dude, Rick's probably like I don't know what's going on with like his whole character, but he's probably like turning in a grave if he's dead, or I don't even know, but like he's all over. He's probably like, Judith, no.
Oh man, but yeah, it's really good.
That's good. No, like I literally think like The Walking Dead just like tumbled after like I think it was like after spoiler alert, spoiler, when Beth died. That's when I like stopped watching because I was like pretty over it. I was like, nah, I'm good.
Well, the thing is, we've talked about this. I remember, and I still don't remember how like Beth died. Like I don't remember that at all. Like
it's like the saddest death. I think it was the saddest death is it was just so sudden. Like you could feel the tension. Like basically like she's being traded off from like these like group of like people who picked her up really, and they're like very like much like don't go outside of our building and whatever, and Beth's like F that, I got people out there, so she's like trying to get out, and then like you know the main big cast comes in and like tries to trade her, and then she like says a few words, then she like stabs a chick with some scissors and pop, her head is gone.
Okay, no, I kind of remember that.
Yeah, it's real sad.
Kind of, yeah.
When does he die? Well, when does he die?
What?
Well, there was like, okay, so like Rick like goes on a bridge, right? And then there's like a bomb that goes off, and he's like on the other side of the bridge with like walkers.
What do you know about all this?
Because I look stuff up.
Oh, that's such a... Okay, never mind. Now all of season 9 isn't even fun anymore.
Oh, that's season 9? Dude, you're like, that's the saddest death, and I'm just like, oh, I've seen it.
No, it's not the... No, because, okay, like, okay, this is going to be a spoiler as well.
Okay, tell me.
Carl dies.
Yeah, I know, I saw that.
Okay, so you just see them die and not watch the show?
Pretty much, yeah. No, like, I know everything. I look this shit up.
Okay, so I would suggest then watch season 9 after episode 5.
Okay.
Because that's when Daryl's at his best and all that stuff happens, and then
okay.
And the time jump and everything, blah blah blah. You'll figure it out.
I see. I just want to know like who's taking care of Judith.
Michonne.
Aww. Oh yeah, because Rick and her were a thing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah, of course. But Judith's badass, by the way. Like she's badass. Like for a I don't know how like 6-year-old I think.
Oh wow.
I don't know, but like she's pretty badass.
Huh. Does she like have like any awesome swords like Michonne? Or like does she like I don't know, like does she have like any like fancy weapons or like styles of moves that she does?
So so she wears Carl's hat, you know?
Oh,
yeah, it's really cool. And I think she uses Rick's revolver, but I'm not sure.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, and like it's really cool because she pointed at Negan one time and it was like, and he was like, oh, you're not gonna shoot me, and she's like, try me, and I'm like, you're a 6-year-old man. What?
Dude, I can see why Judith and Negan are tight.
Yes. Oh.
Dude, that's awesome.
Exactly. I wanted to talk about like this is something I want to talk to you about, and like I'm glad that you already know about the whole Rick situation.
Okay.
So you know how Rick dies?
Right.
Okay. So when you say dies, do you know what happens to him?
Like, well, wasn't it like there was a bomb or something that went off and he was like on the bridge and then he was like near some like a big pack of walkers, so it yeah. It's like it's not like they never show him die. It's just like a Glenn situation. Like I feel like Glenn was under a dumpster at some point and they were like, oh, like he's like in terror and like walkers are eating some guy next to him, and it was just like, oh well, Glenn's fine, they're not eating him, they're just eating the guy next to him.
Okay, I'm gonna spoil it kind of for you, but this isn't really a spoiler for the show.
Do it.
So after the episode, the whole bomb goes off and it's really sad and stuff. Right. What happens is there's this other lady character, I don't think you remember her. She's like the junkyard lady.
Yeah, I don't know her.
Yeah, so it's really weird. I don't know. Like, it's not explained in the show. She basically calls this helicopter, and they show up, and they like. She gets Rick, and Rick's alive now. Like you can see he's alive, but he's like really damaged because the explosion still happened. You know.
Okay, are we talking about the same show? Because helicopters and The Walking Dead. What the hell?
Hey, this is what I want to talk about, because you know what they're doing, right? they're basically, so The Walking Dead, the show is just gonna keep on going without Rick, and everyone there is gonna just like go on living as if Rick died.
Okay, all right.
But Rick's story is now gonna be continued in like a trilogy movie series.
You're right. I heard about that.
So what do you think? What are your thoughts on that?
That doesn't make sense to me. Like Rick's always like led that group. Like I would think that he'd want to go back to them.
Right? But like on even on a bigger scale, like taking a main character and giving him a movie franchise. That's basically just like I don't know. There's something like if it happened to like a secondary character, you know, and they got like a movie franchise, which I don't think would do well, and that's why I think they went with Rick because you know
Right.
Rick. Unless it was Daryl, but duh.
True.
But like I don't know, there's something like weird about it because now it's like because for people that are only gonna watch the show, it's like Rick died and his story ended on a cliffhanger, kind of, right? And then that whole situation wasn't ever really kind of explained.
Got my earbud.
That's okay.
I think that honestly, I'm not even interested in the movie because I feel like Rick's the sort of character that by himself I don't like him. I don't really, not maybe that I don't like him, I just don't care for him because he's very much like that person that kind of keeps everyone else together.
Okay.
But even if they like kind of like showed his journey of like surviving like on his own, like I'm still going back to I don't understand why he wanted to just go back to the group. Like I feel like the whole movie would be based around that. But if that's the case, like wrap it up in 3 episodes, man.
Yeah, exactly. I think I think it's gonna be like a held against his will kind of thing, and like
Yeah.
yeah, but that's like I feel like we're gonna get to know everything that happens in the movie itself. But yeah, I get the whole like The Walking Dead is good because of like the characters together, you know. Like even for
Right.
me, when like the thing is for me, I'm like if they keep on making The Walking Dead and it's like and they're basically and okay, so Rick's not in it anymore. There's some other characters that aren't there anymore, like Carl and stuff, you know. So like there's gonna be a point where Daryl's not gonna be there anymore, and that's when like I'm gonna stop watching the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's
Yeah.
exactly.
Dude, like the show, I feel like the show just is only going on for Daryl.
Honestly.
Like, I feel like, I don't think there's like a single person. I think it's Carol. I think it's like her, Daryl, and I think Rick are
Maggie.
like, oh yeah, I forgot about Maggie. See, she's such an interesting character.
I love that. And it's Lauren.
She is pretty badass.
Mm-hmm.
I won't even watch the movie. Like, come on.
I want to watch the movie. I feel like they're gonna make something good out of it. I hope at least.
Yeah, I hope too. I just feel like I would like watch clips just to see how it was going. And I think like when I do that, I'd be like, okay, so like this happened, but I don't know. It just doesn't seem like it has the emotional weight like it used to.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I get that. Yeah.
Okay, well, here's the topic of conversation that everyone's been waiting for.
Tiger. Go on.
But Pepsi is the best.
Okay, let's now.
Yeah.
I know for a fact most people watching this are gonna agree with me when I say that Coke is definitely the better one because it's sweeter. Okay.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. That's the whole thing about Coke.
I feel like Coke is darker and like more, okay, maybe more bitter than Pepsi. So maybe you're right. It's a little sweeter, I guess.
There you go. And Pepsi, like, see, the thing I don't like about Pepsi is like, you know, sometimes you don't want to drink your like soda, so you leave it out or like in the fridge or whatever, and then it's not like carbonated anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Pepsi becomes too flat.
And yeah, Coke, no, I agree with you.
And Coke, it keeps its like carbonation.
I think I kind of agree with you there because if you leave Pepsi out for too long, it tastes terrible. But if you leave Coke out, it tastes drinkable.
See, that's what I mean.
But Pepsi is better. I feel like Pepsi is better than Coke because when you have a Pepsi in the fridge and you just crack that baby open, it is like the most like, I don't know. It's like, oh my goodness, it's so carbonated. Like I've never had a can of Coke that was so carbonated that it was so crisp, but I could like feel it go down my throat.
I feel like I've only had that with Coke.
Really? I feel like I only have that with Pepsi.
Wow, maybe we just have like really opposite taste buds.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, yeah.
Maybe you like, or maybe like the person selling you Pepsi like secretly puts Coke inside.
Who knows? In this day and age, they're probably both the same thing. They're both Dr. Pepper. They're both Dr. Pepper now.
Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, we're both drinking Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, okay. I agree with that. There you go. We can agree on something. See?
Yeah, I think that's the thing is I'm very specific on how I want my pop. So like Pepsi is at best when it's been in the fridge for 2 days, 2 to 3 days. After 4 days, it gets watered down and it's not the same. But here's the thing. Coke is better if you get a fountain Coke at like fast food or like at a restaurant. And Pepsi is terrible fountain like wise. It's disgusting. But canned Pepsi is the GOAT.
Okay.
Yeah, it's very confusing. But like I have a whole system. Like I think this Pepsi was in the fridge for like 5 days and it's not that great. But it's drinkable.
Okay, all right. Okay.
But 2 to 3 days and it's perfect. And I just feel like Coke, I would have to keep it in there for like 6 days and it would be like crisp enough to drink.
Yeah.
Too long.
No, but it's still gonna be crisp if you don't keep it there for 6 days.
I don't think so. It tastes like, I think the thing with Coke is that I feel like there's not enough carbonation in it. And it's just so flat all the time to me.
Oh my god, it's so weird
You're
how like how is this possible?
It's completely just based on, I guess, the temperature I keep my Coke on compared to my Pepsi. I feel like Coke, I just get so stubborn with it, and I'm just like, F it, I'll drink it on the first day. And Pepsi, I'm like, no, I will wait my 2 to 3 days to properly drink this.
Okay. I mean, by the end of the day, to each his own. Coke's definitely better, but, to each their own, I guess.
Okay, but can we at least agree that Sprite is the worst?
Why? I love Sprite.
Dude, Sprite is terrible.
And you're going to find that out on the next episode of Who to Thunk It.
Oh!
There you go.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay, I'm going to stop.